What is going on, guys? This is Mike with Chit Chat Gaming. So today we're going to be taking a look at a game that seems to be in a genre that's getting more and more popular as time progresses here. And I'm talking about like the 8-bit and 16-bit genre. Games and styles that I grew up with back in the day are now starting to make a comeback with games like Shovel Knight, games like Alwa's Awakening, so many other games out there as well too that take like that 8-bit and 16-bit genre and kind of bring it back to life, the old school type of games, the retro style games, and kind of bring them back to a more modern time here. Games like Celeste as well too. So today we're going to be taking a look at a game from Dolores Entertainment. I believe that's what it's called, Dolores here. I want to thank them for providing me with a review copy of a game that's actually been out since 2017. It actually came out in November of 2017 to be exact. And Steam is actually making its way to PS4 and the Vita, and both physical and digital here soon. But this Thursday, March the 7th, it'll be available on the Nintendo eShop for the Nintendo Switch for $9.99. Now I'm talking about a game, like I said, in that whole genre of the 8-bit and 16-bit called Ghoulboy. Now when I first saw this, I was like, this looks like a lot of fun. I definitely, my style of game here. Like I said, I love Shovel Knight. That game was awesome, especially with the Battletoads, hidden Easter egg in there and everything as well too. There's just so many great games that I have played. Siggy, so many great games that I have played on Switch, because this actually fits the Switch to a T as well too. Being able to play it in handheld and both in dock mode. So really quick here, I just want to give a quick synopsis of the game itself before I jump into kind of the features and such and what I thought of the game. Ghoulboy is a retro-inspired action platformer, exciting new platformer that combines the action RPG genre with hack and slash gameplay, 2D action, heroic characters, gloomy environments, demonic bosses. These all seem to excite players a lot. Pixels will be combined with other cool elements, and the result will certainly be something that will meet the needs of Switch gamers. Basically, you can slay as many monsters as you can, collect loot, avoid dangerous traps, and defeat menacing bosses. Ghoulboy brings back the look and feel of the very best classic retro platformers from the 90s, introducing a refresh and engaging gameplay mechanics. If you miss platformers from the 16-bit era and think games nowadays aren't good anymore, think twice, because guess what? Ghoulboy is for you. Features include 4 bosses, of course chiptone retro musics, you got puzzles, weapons of course, 2 throwable weapons, and more here. So with that being said, that was just a quick synopsis taken directly from the Nintendo site here. Now my insights on it here are basically, yes, it does have all that here. You're a character, Ghoulboy, and you get a double jump. A lot of these games have things like double jump, so if you tap B once, you jump, you tap B again twice, you do kind of like a little double jump as well too. Again, you do get a weapon, so A is going to be your melee weapon. Whether or not you get a sword, an upgraded sword, you're able to use that by pressing the A button. Now you can go through and you can sort which sword you want to use by clicking the the L button, I believe here. It's either the ZR or ZL or the L button here. You can actually click, that will actually change different melee weapons you have. Now if you click R1 or R or ZR here, it's either going to change your different throwing weapons. So you get a knife to throw or a dagger, you get double knives to throw as well too, and you get almost like a bow staff. And what that's going to be used for, as you're going through this game here, you're going to stumble upon puzzles and such, and areas that are kind of higher up there where you have to actually reach by throwing the bow staff into the wall, to stick into the wall, to use that as a platform to be able to double jump up to get whether or not it's a hidden treasure or whether or not it's to get to like I said, to a high point that you need to get to in the game as well too. Along the way, you are going to stumble across some some fun AI enemies as well too. You will run in. It's got some RPG elements too. We're going to talk to some different AI characters along the way, some NPC characters. You are going to be able to stop and shop where you can buy hearts. You can use the coins that you earn throughout the game to buy life, whether it's a 5, whether it's like a 0.5% or a full percent of health. You can buy more bow staffs or daggers or anything else that you can find there, like some knives to throw and everything else. Throwing knives, you can go there and you can purchase those as well too along the way, which is nice because you're going to need them, like I said, to get certain points. But especially if you're coming towards a boss, you need more health. You can always go back to that spot to where that little where that certain NPC character is selling here, a little vendor is selling these items. You can go back and work your way to them to purchase it before you go into battle, or if you need to go back and get some more health. So yeah, along the way though, you will discover though different NPC characters. As far as the mechanics go, it's not too bad. I wish I could do some button mapping and such as well too, because I would have basically ZR be the throwing button for like throwing the knives and such. Cause it just seems like any more like modern ZR or whatever is always going to be the trigger button. Is always going to be kind of what you're going to use to throw something, or melee, or like in shooting games or third-person shooters, you're going to use that more often. But I think that'd be a great way to kind of if you're able to button map as well too. Another thing the game does not have, the game is one-player game as well too. It does not include an online mode, so once you complete it, I don't know how much replay value there is when in the game itself, but no online mode. But that's fine. It doesn't really need it, because growing up back in the day, again, we didn't have online mode. You beat a game, and you moved on. So, like I said, one-player game. It does look pretty good here, the graphics and such as well. I didn't have any major issues with it. I thought it looked the best in handheld mode. I had a lot of fun playing it, on the couch and such. On dock mode, I did have some fun playing with the Pro Controller as well too. But like I said though, for me personally, these kind of games are more suitable for me in dock mode, because you find these games a lot like on the 3DS, the Vita, etc. So again though, this game is definitely a lot of fun. For $9.99, I would recommend it, especially if you're into the old retro style games here, the old 8-bit, 16-bit, in this case 16-bit, style of games. I think you're really going to enjoy it here. Again though, it's only $9.99 like I mentioned. And it's going to be available on PS4 and the Vita in physical form that I have seen online as well from PlayStation Asia, which looks pretty cool. I believe it was like $40 or $34.99 for the actual retail copy, which is expected to ship, I believe, next month here. But again, though, we are taking a look at the Switch version that releases this Thursday in the Nintendo eShop. I imagine maybe down the road, limited run games, somebody might actually take this and turn it into a physical game, because I can definitely see playing this physically, much like games like Golf Story as well too, which are a lot of fun. So again though, if you are in the mood or you're in the market for a fun little 8-bit, 16-bit platformer here, I would definitely recommend the RPG and the action, the puzzle. This game kind of gets it right, gets it just perfectly, and brings all that back to life, especially for us retro gamers who enjoy this style of game, guys. So once again, this is Ghoulboy, available this Thursday for $9.99 in the Nintendo eShop, like I said, for your Nintendo Switch. So make sure you guys leave me a comment down below here. Let me know what you think of this game, if you played it on Steam previously. If you want to pick it up later on here, you got any questions, let me know. I can definitely see what I can do about taking this to the actual publisher here, developer, and try figuring out what I can find out for you guys. So like I said, make sure you sound off here. Make sure if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, give this video a thumbs up here. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification button as well too, to stay up to date. I will be doing my RBI Baseball 19 review, or kind of preview here coming up soon, so make sure you guys stay tuned. So once again, this has been Mike with Chit Chat Gaming saying happy gaming.